So, all right, guys, welcome to this brand new client interview. Today we have Francois. He's from this west of France, southwest of France. And Francois has been with us for the past 6 months, I believe, since July, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And from
Well,
July,
end
I
of
think
July.
from
Right.
end of July till now, he was working. So two different businesses, and maybe, was there a job too that you were working at?
Yeah, I was working as an employee for years. I was working in a IT engineering company as a consultant,
Okay.
and I was actually dealing with some mission with the customer, and then I quit beginning of September, and so this is 3 months now.
Wow. So Francois has gone from barely making 10K a month in euros to last month or 2 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
he broke the 100K a month barrier. So within like 4 or 5 months, Francois went from 10K a month to 100K a month, which is absolutely insane. And because of that, he was able to let go of that job and go full time in his business. But not only that, he has quit his lifelong habit of smoking. And that, I really want to get into that, how that happened, and the mindset shift that allowed for that to happen. But even on top of that, Francois mended his relationship with his eldest daughter, after 10 months of basically no contact and relationship falling apart. We've literally seen Francois become a completely new person. And as a result of that, his business, his health, his relationships, every single area of his life started to ameliorate as well. So Francois, I'll just hand it over to you, man. Just a little introduction, where you are, what you do, what your business is, to actually help us get a bit of a better idea.
Okay. So maybe I can start just because you draw a very a dream picture of me, and I think that it's true, of course, but there is still a lot to work, and I'm really aware about that because I'm not satisfied with all the different areas. But yes, it was a huge shift in my life during the last 3 months. And so what I'm doing right now is I created a small community, a hub of consultants. So we are all together, we are working together. We are not a lot, around 30 people, I would say. And we are all working as consultants in different areas in the digital, so some are very expert in let's say SEO, some are experts in project managing, some are developers, very different peoples. And so we are trying to how do you say that, to work together and bring some kind of mindset together, and try to work bigger projects. Because when you are a consultant on your own, you are a little bit isolated, and so it was a problem for me. It was a problem to go on my own, and so that's what I'm doing now. So we are addressing a big project with big companies, and I won some of them. That's why the figure are big.
So what kind of companies do you work with, and what kind of solutions do you provide to them?
So I'm working with big companies. So maybe I can share exactly with who I'm working. I'm working with a French company called Accolade, and it's where
I've heard of Accolade, actually. I've heard of that company before.
Yeah, maybe because it's in the US too. So it's an international company. It's a French company, but worldwide. And I'm helping them to deal with their project, and I try to articulate all the different tools that they are using on the IT side, and try to because there was a big sorry, I'm looking for my words.
You can tell
There
me
was
in French. I
a
can
big
try my best to translate.
a big croissance, big development. I don't know how
Okay,
to
okay,
say.
okay.
So and they made a lot of different acquisition of different companies. So there are different functional process everywhere. So they are trying to rationalize. So I'm helping them for that. I'm actually helping another company in the luxury brand in France, like Christie's, and it's a French company too. And I build a team for them of different consultants, developers, and that's it for now. So 2 big contracts, and it's going well for now. Fingers crossed.
So
I hope.
what you do is you mostly provide IT solutions to them, right?
Exactly. But the big difference, because usually this kind of companies, they are working with IT engineering company,
Yeah.
traditional ones. The difference here is that I'm working only with freelancers. So I'm able to find really the good freelancer for the exact task. And so everybody is happy. The consultant is happy, and the customer is happy. So the
Oh, so you
client is
find
happy. So
freelancers for the companies.
exactly, and I coordinate too. But my main job is to find the good guy.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay. So you're like a headhunter that they hire to bring in more talent.
Exactly. I'm like a headhunter, and I'm working as a consultant myself. So I'm doing both. Okay.
Got it.
I'm okay.
So when did you start this business?
Uh, for real, I created the company last June, but it was just for me because I was planning to make the move. So I created mid-June. I created the company,
So was it June
but
2020 or June 2021?
June 2021.
So okay, so a few
Six,
months ago.
yeah, a few months ago, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, but just to explain you the old path that I had, it started in December 2020
Okay.
because I was still working as an employee, and I was saying to myself, I know a lot of people, so it's too bad that we are not together. And so I created some Slack, and we began to interact on the Slack, and then I had a website, so I tried to do something with on my website, and very quickly I had first customer asking me to help them. So that's what I did.
Got it.
But
Got
I
it.
was not very sure of me, I was uncertain of what I would do.
Right. So you were basically working the job that you were employed in full time, and you were also juggling this business on the side.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
So it wasn't a business; it was just a community, But some people who knew me asked me for help. Some CDO, some previous customers. So I tried to address the different requirements they had.
Got it. So, I mean, what kind of made you want to get into a business back in December? Like, why did you decide, you know what, I want to start my own business?
Actually, I decided it because I already had some entrepreneurship adventures in the past. I already created different companies. Some didn't work at all. I had an e-commerce, for instance, in 2010, around that, and it didn't work. So I decided to go back to a regular job, and I wasn't very, pleased by the situation. I was still wanted to go back on entrepreneurship, but I had tutors, so I needed to have income, steady income. So
Yeah,
I was working as an employee.
got it. So here's a curious question that I have. what made you want to, take the leap and join Reality Mastery?
First, I was following you, on YouTube. So for a while, maybe three years ago, I discovered your channel, and I mean, I wasn't watching all your videos all the time, but I was sometimes, the algorithm was pushing some videos, and I was really, I mean, what you were saying on those videos were really echoing with me. So. I already asked myself if I could join the program before, but I didn't do it exactly. And then one day I decided to book so I don't know, I remember maybe end of June or starting of July, beginning of July, I decided to make to have the call.
So when I was looking at the survey and looking at your situation, you mentioned that the biggest thing you were struggling with at the time was kind of like having a vision or having a clear goal, but also you felt that, the certainty, you've constantly doubted yourself, and that doubt was preventing you from moving forward. Could you tell us a little bit more about that? Like what place were you in back in July that made you pushed you over the edge and said, you know what, I want to stop this right now, I want to end this, I want to fix this?
Mm-hmm. So first things first, I still have doubts, so it's not completely over,
Yeah.
But yeah, I was very cerebral. It's okay, like a word, cerebral.
Yeah.
I was thinking too much, and a lot of ruminations. And so when I create my company, actually I had my first client, and I told myself, now you don't want to fail in this opportunity. You need to really give you the full chances, the more chances possible to success. And so I knew that I could I had to invest in myself. So the first thing that came in my mind was to join the Reality Mastery program.
Got it. So,
and yeah.
I mean, prior to joining this program, were you in any other programs? Like, have you done anything personal development wise or any other business coaching?
Never. It is the first one I did. Okay, so I was really into spirituality and some personal development before, so I was reading a lot. Carl Jung, for instance. I bought some books of Tony Robbins. So I implemented some strategies in my life that helped me to improve. And I read reality transurfing as well. So all of this was in my my toolbox. I mean, and I think I was not too bad by implementing those strategies in my life, but something was missing. I wasn't very. I had lack of discipline, and well, so it worked a little, but not enough. And,
got it.
And so.
So I mean, this lack of discipline, and even going back to you trying to quit smoking, I imagine this wasn't your first time trying to give up smoking, right?
No, not the first time. No.
When was the first time you tried to give up smoking, and what happened then?
So it's a little bit more complicated because I quit smoking during maybe 10 years, between 34 and 44. And for some reason, it was not very difficult.
I'm sorry, did you say you're 44?
Yeah, 46 actually.
Really? You don't look a day over 35. I'm not kidding. I'm not even saying that to flatter you.
Thank you. But I try to do my best. But okay, so thank you for the compliment. And so I already quitted before, between 34 and 44. And it was not even a problem because I did that, but I think that I did that for some reasons. And surprisingly, so 2 years ago, I fall back into the trap, and I can't explain how that happened. Something something weird in my unconscious make me so it was weird. I think that was something on the subconscious level, maybe, I don't know. And but I was pretty cocky, you know. I was sure I would be able to stop whenever I try again. And few months later I tried to quit again, and damn, I wasn't able to do that. So I tried, but no, it was very complicated. Exactly.
Right. So I guess it would be accurate for me to say that, you know, your journey in business and maybe even in quitting smoking or having discipline was inconsistent. You would move forward, but then something would happen and you wouldn't know what it is. And then you would fall back into the old patterns. And maybe, you
Exactly.
know, if I'm right in saying this was influencing your business results too. You know, you had all these different businesses, but you couldn't really catch momentum, catch fire with it because you couldn't fully commit. And I suspect somewhere along this way, the doubts and the hesitations that you didn't know how to deal with, they were also getting in your way. Is that right?
Exactly. In a nutshell, it's my life. Because, you know, I have big ups,
Yep.
and when I have downs, I have big downs too. So and the program helped me to be aware of that, you know, to be aware that when there is a big up, it's good, but it's an excessive potential. And when there are downs, you need to keep calm, because it's an excessive potential as well. So I wasn't aware of this. So this is one of the teachings that helped me a lot in the program.
Right. So learning how to disassociate yourself and not identify with the ups and the downs, and just, you know, take
Exactly.
yourself back and choose what you want every single time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm actually very, very curious to know as well, Francois, if you're open to sharing this. And I think this would be helpful to a lot of people who are struggling in their relationships. You know, your relationship with your eldest daughter, what really happened? You know, you said you had 10 months of no contact, and that emotionally, that's like something that's really, really painful, right? So
Mm-hmm.
how, you know, what happened there and what really helped you fix that? I would love to know.
Yeah. So how to lay it out? Uh, well, I've got separated 4 years ago, and things were going well, but we were very different regarding parenting matters with my ex-wife, you know. So this was something that I had to deal with. We had to deal together, and we never really succeed in on this task, you know. So we never were aligned on the education. So maybe I'm a little more strict. Strict is a good word, yeah, right. And maybe she's more liberal, and you
Mm,
know, and that was something that was I'm not sure I got the right vision of the education, because it's very complicated. Parenting is complicated. But anyway, this produced some discrepancies between our different uh, way to deal with my elder daughter. And my elder daughter, I think that she was more comfortable with her mother, and so we began to have some arguments and so on. And I didn't understand it at the time, but there was some kind of excessive potential as well in this relationship, you know. And I was very uh, demanding on the respect for instance. So I was not understanding that she could act, behave in certain ways, and so I think that was a problem. And once I let it go, I let that go away. Well, like magic, she came back to me. We began to interact again, and now she's coming back home, and I mean, it's getting better. So that means that I lower my excessive
your
need to
importance.
be yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And and magically she did the same in the other way. So
This is so
It's like
interesting
an
that you
equilibrium.
described that. I'm also starting to see a pattern because you've been mentioning excessive potential a lot, and you've mentioned being too cerebral, being too intellectual, and thinking too much, right? So it
Exactly.
seems to me like you've almost let go of the need to have everything be perfect, right? Like your business,
True, true,
maybe not
true.
everything is perfect. Maybe, I don't know what was going
Mm,
through your mind when you took the leap and you quit. Maybe you had a lot of doubts about quitting. Maybe you asked yourself, oh, what if this doesn't work out? I don't have this stable, steady income from the job supporting me anymore. But you still made the decision to take the leap and quit, despite everything not being perfect and you not being able to see that. Again, you're not relying
mm,
so much on the mental, but you're feeling it out and you're trusting what you feel. Just like with your relationship with your daughter and your parenting style, you're not being too rigid on being strict and being traditional, but you're just letting it go and letting your daughter, develop in the way that, she naturally would. So it looks to me like
exactly.
reducing importance and excessive potentials, that was the
Mm.
big thing for you, right?
Yeah, right. And exactly, and you're pointing out something very accurate. That means that now I'm not trying to overthink what I do.
Yeah.
Uh, I do it. It's very different now. I take some time to think a little. I'm writing down all I need to do, and then I'm doing it, and that's all.
So
It's a
going
big
along those
difference.
lines, going back to that discussion, if you could look back at yourself, where you were in July and then now, Francois 1.0 versus Francois 2.0, what's the big difference? What are the few big differences that you would describe, or the few
Mhm.
big revelations that you've taken away that made you have these shifts in your life?
Okay, so maybe the first one is confidence, confidence in myself. Because as you said, I was adopting a lot. So I built a lot of confidence. And I don't know exactly how it happened, but maybe a few months ago, maybe 2 years ago, I couldn't be able to talk to you like that in English because I would overthink my English, because 3 years ago I wasn't able to speak English at all. Even if now I know that my English is not very good, I know that I can speak, and I don't care about what the others could think about me, and
Mm,
I just let it go, and this is a big difference in few months. It's been more predominant in my behavior since few months.
that's actually very powerful that you say that, because I think every single person has their own personal kryptonite. You know how Superman has this kryptonite that destroys them, but then it's like one
Mhm.
thing that we keep top of mind that we've got to focus on, because for us that's our weakness. So I learned of this when I was looking at like pro golfers and what they focus on. When one golfer
Mhm.
focuses on one thing, it's because their natural error, how they swing, how their body works, it's personal to
Mhm.
them. So what you focus on is
Mhm.
that importance level, letting go. And maybe what someone else focuses on could be, maybe not taking things too personally. So we all have our own personal kryptonites. And I think, as you've been describing this, I think this whole journey has been that process of you getting that awareness around what is my personal kryptonite, what is making me stand in my way, which is, I think, a lot of people fail to see or fail to admit because they're just afraid to,
Mhm.
confront it.
Mhm. Yeah, true. Very exactly. That's it. You're right.
That's awesome.
And
So I
this,
guess
mm,
if you could pinpoint out like one or two big things that you took away from the program itself that allowed you to, identify that first of all, but also learn to reduce importance. What did you think, helped you do that?
so I think that the first week was very, very important. I mean, week 4 too, but first week was very important. And the first week helped me because as I said at the beginning of the interview, I was ruminating a lot, and I was aware of that. Yes. So because I was already aware that I was overthinking, and the problem was that because I was able to step aside and watch myself and tell to myself, Francois, don't overthink. don't. But what I wasn't able to do is to revisit my thoughts, and in week one you are talking about the limiting beliefs, and how to give another meaning to your limiting beliefs. And this was a big help for me, because I was just trying to shut the door to my thoughts, and not trying to like in Aikido, you try to use your negative thoughts
Yep.
to help you to move forward.
Right,
So
right.
it was very important for me.
And how about in week 4, as you mentioned? Because I think what you're describing is that advantage method where you put like a good meaning onto the negative thoughts that you have, and they actually end up serving you.
Exactly. So that was very good for me, because I end up ruminating a lot, and so I gain a lot of focus and clarity. And because once you are aware of the negative thought and you revisit it, then it doesn't haunt you anymore. So it was the case for me. And in week 4, I think it's a week about relationship, right?
No, that was week 5.
Oh, sorry. So it's week 5, relationships. And you were talking about vampirism in one video, I think. So there is the fact that some people around you are taking your energy, and that was really important for me, because I understood that some people you have around you and that you love, actually they can be detrimental to your development. And some people you don't love so much, and but they can bring you, they can push you out of your comfort zone and try to help you to move forward. So this was a big one for me, and yeah. In a nutshell, those two different teachings brought me a lot.
I think that's so important that you describe that, because a lot of people struggle with this nowadays, and we feel obligated because we have family. We feel obligated to be with them no matter how toxic they are, just because they're family, right? But then once you realize that, you don't have to be with someone, you make the choice to be with them, then the relationship becomes much more fulfilling anyways. But then even on top of that, you can now pick and choose which relationship you'd like to keep, which, good person or person that serves you and makes you feel good about yourself, you want to be around. What really happens is sometimes when we become a different person and then we revisit our old friends, they remind us of who we used to be. And in their presence, we fall back into that old self that we used to be, because they create that frame, that story of, oh, this is who you are. Remember when you used to do this? Remember you have an anger problem, or you have a drinking problem, or you have a smoking problem? Then it makes you fall back into that, right? So
true.
Part of identity shifting really is letting go of the past and, teaching people how to treat you now, the new version of you that you've become.
Exactly. And you're so true about that, because I think that people around you are like mirrors,
Yeah.
And so either they are reflecting because the only way you have to assess yourself is through the others. So you don't have any choice that to assess yourself with what the other are saying. And some mirror are good, some mirror are not so good, and you need to be very to pay a lot of attention to that. So, and when you try to change, actually some of your surroundings, some of your relatives, they don't want you to change, because it's more comfortable that you are staying the same.
Oh, absolutely. So, because in their mind, what people want to do is they don't like things that are unpredictable, right? We hate things that are unpredictable. We want to figure things out because that gives us comfort. We hate the unknown. So in our relationships, we want to know that a certain person is like this so that we can expect something from them, right? So that's what we do in our relationship. But we want to keep other people in a box. Like, okay, this is who this person is. This is who this Francois character is. And, I want him to stay that way, because if he changes, then I'll have to get used to a new Francois, and that's uncomfortable. And we never want to do uncomfortable things.
Exactly. And we do it for ourselves as well, because if we believe that we are as the other, sorry, my English is so bad. If we believe what people are reflecting you, so you don't have no choice to do something else. And
Right.
it's really important.
It's so important. I think this is such an important discussion that I think a lot of people who are going through this will also benefit. But I guess backtracking to your confidence level, how did you find that, you became more confident? Because when I asked you about those doubts, you said they were still there, right? So you still have some doubts, but I guess like, how do you feel? How did you get more confident? How do you deal with those doubts now as opposed to how you dealt with them before?
I think that something that is very different from months ago is that when I see a problem now, I don't feel oh, I don't want to see the problem. I'm not fleeing, on the contrary, I say, oh, it's a problem, I need to go there, because if I'm uncomfortable with this, there is something to do there. So I'm confronting the problem, and doing that, I'm able to see that it's not a big deal, and then I can increase the difficulties, and it's like a game, and that's it. So when there is something uncomfortable, I pay a lot of attention to that and try to confront myself. And
so you almost take it as a challenge to grow.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What made that shift happen? Because, you described previously you'd become closed off. When you'd see a problem, you'd be like, oh, no, I don't want this. But now you open up. When there's a problem, you open up, you light up, you take it as an opportunity to grow. What allowed for that shift to happen?
I think that it's a good question. What makes that happen? I don't know exactly what makes the shift. It's increasingly the case for a few months, but maybe something in the mastery program did it. I don't know exactly. Maybe, maybe I have a good answer. I think that in the mastery guide that I did, there is in the character of the Francois 2.0, there was this, so maybe this has something to do with this change of behavior. And because I already I think that is a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, from and in this book he explained that that you need to confront your fears, but I didn't implement that in my life before. So I decided to do it, and I thought to myself, you need to take this decisions quickly, and you need to confront yourself to the problem. So I did that. I implemented that, and maybe the character work did some good job on that.
It's so interesting that you described that, because what you're basically describing is, if we want to grow, we just have to look at where our fears lie. You just have to look at what you're afraid of, and then you'll grow, and then you just have to confront it.
Exactly. Yeah. And I just to say a last word about that. There is a French expression, but I think that there is a translation in English. I don't know it. Le syndrome de l'imposteur. Imposter syndrome, or yeah, that's it. And I lived with that imposter syndrome all my life. It was always my problem, and people were telling me, no, you are doing good job, it's not a problem. But I was always feeling that I wasn't the best guy to do the job, or, and so I don't know why I'm talking about that right now, but I don't have that anymore that much, because now when I know that I don't have the skills for something, either I have to improve on this specific skills, either I have to find someone that helped me on the task, and that's it.
It's quite simple now, right? Like, life becomes simpler. It's like, oh, I don't have a skill, I'll just learn it, or I'll just hire someone who does have the skills. What's the problem?
Exactly. Very simple.
Yeah.
because before you used to hide it, try to quick learn something, but it's not interesting. It's not what you have inside of you. So it's it's really bad way to deal with that.
Right. So it just seems like, Francois, right now, you're more comfortable being yourself and accepting yourself as you are, rather than trying to be someone else and trying to ruminate and constantly like fix things and judge yourself and change things. You're more comfortable and more trusting, which is again the opposite of being extremely cerebral, becoming more in tune with your feelings and your intuition.
Exactly. Yeah. True. Exactly, because I was overthinking, as I told you, and now it doesn't mean that I don't overthink anymore. I still do overthink, but I have tools now to deal with that, so it's far better, you know.
Right. So
And
I guess going back to those tools, what are, I guess, a couple of the tools that you've taken away from the program, apart from maybe the self-mastery guide, that you use every single day that have really helped you?
okay, so there is one specific tool, which is a planning method you help you share with us in the program that helped me a lot. But I was already, and maybe there is something I can share with you and others. I'm working with the bullet journal method. I don't know if
I've heard of it.
know the bullet
My
journal.
wife was actually reading it, the book. Yeah.
Oh, it's great, and there is a lot of similarities with what you are proposing as a method. And so I made a mix of the both, and it's really interesting because it gets a lot of results, you know. And the bullet journal method is very interesting because you make a dump, you know, of your mind on the journal,
Yeah.
and so you put all your thoughts on the journal, and then you try to act upon it. But what I wasn't doing is the
Gratitude.
gratitude journaling. Yeah, so it helped a lot because when you are starting your day, you are in a good mood. When you do that, you feel better. And then the night review is good too, because it allows you to revisit some area of your day. Maybe it was negative at the first sight, and then you revisit that, and when you fall asleep, I mean, you have a better mindset. Because what I noticed is that every morning when you wake up, it's like a computer, you know. You are
You get
the
consciousness
thoughts.
all of a sudden.
Yeah, and so all the bad thoughts of the previous evening, are like, so if you are sleeping with bad thoughts,
Yep.
then you will have bad thoughts in the morning.
Right. Absolutely. I guess, Francois, you know, you becoming this new person, growing this business to 100K a month, having 30 employees, improving your relationships, getting your health back on track. What's next? What's next for Francois? What's Francois 3.0?
Oh, okay. So because I'm revisiting now for a second time the mastery program, and I think that it's something that is very important to understand, because when you are doing week one and you start to implement all those things in your life, and then you finish the program, then what's next? And sometimes if you revisit week one, you see that your vision is different now,
Right.
and that you need to be someone else again, because now, for instance, I don't see how I can manage the next month, you know, and I need to become someone else again. Maybe not someone else very different, but I need to make some adjustments. And so I think that I already started to revisit the program, but now actually my main problem is to be very busy. So I think that it is a problem because I don't have enough time for my personal life. So I try to find ways to deal with that, and that's it. But next step, I try to rationalize right now.
Excellent. I love to hear that. And it, you know, it makes me really happy to see, you know, the big changes that you've made in your life too. And I'm obviously looking forward to your growth, you becoming Francois 3.0 and how you progress, because I know this is just the beginning. But Francois, I guess just to conclude, who would you recommend this program to? And, you know, if someone were coming to you and they're on the fence about joining, what would you say to them?
I would say that it's a great investment because they are investing on themselves, and if they don't invest on themselves, then they won't be able to move forward. And it's because, yeah, this is maybe something I can add too. When I start the program, I thought to myself, do you really need to go on this program? Maybe you could do something else with the money and so on. Mm-hmm. And I quickly decided that I had to do this because it was some commitment for myself, you know.
Right.
And once you do that, you are committed, you know. So it's very important. And I would recommend that for people that are lacking a clear vision, because it helps you to build this vision and not act, not react, you know. There is something in the program that you say that most of the people, they are reacting to life, and it helps you not to react, but to take action, actually.
Right. So important that you mentioned that, Francois, because obviously, as you know, there are different areas of our lives. There's the health, there's the wealth, there's the relationships, and our spirituality as well. But when we think about it, you know, we invest our time in a lot of things, but do we ever go as far to invest our money in it? Right. So, you know, I've personally invested in every single area of my life, and your investment, your commitment comes from time or money. Right. If you're investing in something, your personal development, your business, it tells you, to your subconscious, that this is worth the money and the time I'm putting in. And just by the virtue of doing that, that itself will produce growth and help you feel more confident and trust yourself more.
Exactly. Totally. Yeah. It's just by doing that, as you said. That's why you have results in the very quick results in the very first weeks, because you are very committed and so that was my case.
Commitment is crucial.
Commitment is crucial, and discipline. But you need to not to be too rigid, but discipline and commitment are essentials.
Just having that balance, you know, depends on who you are. For you, maybe it's like having more discipline. For another person, it could be working less hard and pushing themselves and judging themselves less and being less cerebral. Also, maybe for you.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just a dance, you know, because sometimes you need to be creative. You need to be a lot creative and let this creativity. And sometimes you need to rationalize. And yeah. So I was just saying that it was a dance between creativity and
effort and surrender.
Exactly. You know, chaos and order and chaos and so on.
Yeah.
Those are.
Awesome. Francois, any last parting thoughts for, you know, all of our viewers here?
No, as a conclusion, I would say that I was very happy. I'm still very happy to be part of the family, because I don't have a lot of time to get involved in the chat right now, but I'd like to pass by from time to time, and I'm happy to see that I'm not the only one to have this kind of journey, and I'm not the only one to try to improve myself, and we are all together. I don't know.
That's amazing. I love to hear that. Francois, thank you so much for taking the time out to do this interview. I'm going to insert Francois' socials, his website, so you guys can check him out. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Till next time.
Thank you, Kwasi. Yeah, next time. Bye-bye. Thank you, Kwasi.